Jey Uso finally breaks silence after Jimmy Uso's betrayal of Roman Reigns. Alexa Bliss shares big update on her WWE contract following pregnancy announcement. How much creative freedom WWE gave Bray Wyatt finally revealed. Former WWE champion blasts Cody, Rhodes, and Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins sends a message to Buddy Matthews after incident with his girlfriend, Rhea Ripley. Seth Rollins takes a shot at Roman Reigns. Are Roman Reigns' twins old enough to take revenge on the Usos? Let's jump right into it. Alexa Bliss shares big update on her WWE contract following pregnancy announcement. Alexa Bliss recently revealed that WWE has extended her contract and she'll start working on a return about a month after her delivery. This past week, Bliss revealed on her Instagram that she is pregnant with her first child. The WWE superstar has been out of action for a while now and will continue her hiatus now that she's pregnant. Alexa Bliss had a chat with the messenger shortly after announcing her pregnancy. She revealed that WWE gave her time off to participate in The Masked Singer. She added that the company has extended her contract and she'll plan a return shortly after having her baby. WWE gave me time off for Masked Singer to kind of fully dive into that experience with rehearsals, vocal lessons, and all that stuff. Storyline-wise, I was not on TV anyway, so it really kind of worked out perfectly, Bliss said. She continued, WWE extended my contract, and so it's just basically come back when I'm ready. Probably a month after the baby, I'll start probably getting back into the gym and getting ready to see what my in-ring return looks like. It's been almost 5 years since Bliss lost her Raw Women's title to Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam 2018. She has won 5 women's titles across SmackDown and Raw. Interestingly, all of these title wins came during 2016 to 18. Last year, Alexa Bliss hinted at targeting Bianca Belair's Raw Women's title. She also acknowledged not winning a singles women's title for about 4 years. Here are her full comments from her appearance on WWE's The Bump. It's gonna be great tagging with Bianca, but I still have the goal of being at the top of the women's division again. It's been a long time. It's been about 4 years since I've held a singles championship for the women's division, and I look forward to changing that as soon as I can, whether that's against Bianca or anyone else on the roster. But right now, we're all tagging together and seeing how that goes at Clash, and then after that, it's every woman for themselves, Bliss said. If Alexa Bliss is serious about returning shortly after her delivery, she just might be fully ready to hit the ring by the time WrestleMania 40 comes around. Her fans would love to see her get involved in a marquee match at the milestone WrestleMania. What do you think? Will Alexa Bliss be ready for a return on the road to WrestleMania 40 next year? Sound off in the comment section below. How much creative freedom WWE gave Bray Wyatt finally revealed. Bray Wyatt is often termed a creative genius by the WWE Universe. While he often comes up with unique ideas, the 36-year-old is assisted by Jason Baker. Baker recently revealed how much creative freedom WWE has given him and Wyatt and discussed the entire procedure. He is the owner of Callosum Studios and is a special makeup artist who created Triple H's crown for WrestleMania 30. Speaking on the Gimme a Holdia podcast, Baker revealed that WWE had provided him and Wyatt with a lot of creative freedom. However, their creative pitches often have to be approved and small changes are also implanted occasionally. WWE did give Bray Wyatt and I a lot of creative freedom, but also a lot of times everything had to be approved. There were little tweaks and changes and things like that. At the end of the day, whoever is footing the bill is the one who gets final say, Baker said. The former writer further talked about creating the Fiend mask for the company. If we're working for WWE and creating a mask for them, it's safety first. The big thing they have to do it make sure that it's comfortable, durable, and they can see out of it. If they can't see, they can miss a move and it can end badly where they hurt themselves, someone else, or worse. They are professionals at what they do and they do high-risk maneuvers. I would hate to be that person where I couldn't see what I was doing and now I'm paralyzed because you didn't do your job right. Bray Wyatt could make his WWE return very soon. The former WWE champion returned to the company at last year's Extreme Rules Premium Live event. However, he only wrestled one televised match, which was against LA Knight at this year's Royal Rumble. According to a report from Zero News, Wyatt could be on his way back. The report suggests Bray Wyatt is expected to be back on the road for SummerSlam. Bray Wyatt/Uncle Howdy's story is set to continue very shortly. Who should Wyatt feud with upon his return? Sound off in the comments section below. Former WWE champion blasts Cody, Rhodes, and Brock Lesnar. The blood feud between Cody Rhodes and ex-UFC mauler Brock Lesnar is seemingly not over, as WWE is probably saving their blow-off match for a big event like SummerSlam. While the American Nightmare remains wildly popular coming out of this feud, Kevin Nash believes that WWE is exposing their biggest babyface with the former's current program. Speaking on The Click, this podcast, Kevin Nash dissected the recent segment on Raw, where Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes backstage and injured his left arm. The Hall of Fame Famer feels the entire angle does not allow viewers to suspend disbelief, claiming that the Beast could annihilate Rhodes if he wanted to. They continue to expose Cody in these situations where, I'm sorry man, he was a good high school wrestler. It's not fair. He's not an NCAA champion, and he's not a UFC champion, said Nash. The Hall of Famer further noted their Night of Champions contest, where an injured Cody Rhodes walked into the match wrestling the Beast incarnate. Lesnar wound up winning the go-around this time after getting Rhodes to pass out to the Kimura lock. Who the asterisk kick is medically clearing these guys? For the angle, it's the worst. Nobody thinks about that. That's what is wrong with it. While Rhodes issued an open challenge on Raw this past Monday night to Lesnar, it remains to be seen if the Beast incarnate will show up in the coming weeks. The latter is likely to sit out for WWE's next international event, as he is not a fan of traveling. And as mentioned by the American Nightmare during his promo, the Beast has left for a break. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes happened this past Saturday night, and the bout revolved around the Beast targeting the American Nightmare's injured arm. The first time Lesnar locked in the Kimura, Rhodes survived. However, the babyface was knocked out in the closing moments of the contest. Disco Inferno felt the entire angle was sans logic as the ex-WCW star made some comments on K100. This was absurd. This was like a parody of a wrestling match in my opinion. Supposedly Cody was wrestling with a broken arm, and a guy that's a UFC heavyweight champion had him in a Kimura and didn't just snap his arm in half. He's got a Kimura on a broken arm. The visual picture should have been him literally snapping the bones, like breaking his arm in half, right? Like a compound fracture. Cody Rhodes could potentially compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match in the upcoming UK show. How WWE manages to work his injury around it is evidently going to be a major task. What's your honest take on the Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes feud? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Seth Rollins sends a message to Buddy Matthews after incident with his girlfriend, Rhea Ripley. During his recent appearance on The Bump, Seth Rollins recently name-dropped AEW star and his former WWE stablemate, Buddy Matthews, known as Murphy in WWE. On the show, Rollins addressed his recent incident with Rhea Ripley from this past Monday Night Raw. During the main event, the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion put his arm around Ripley's shoulders, recreating an iconic spot between Shawn Michaels and Melina. Speaking on WWE's The Bump, Rollins sent a message to Ripley, hoping she wasn't offended by it. He also addressed both Dominic Mysterio and Matthews. I hope Rhea wasn't too offended. Hopefully Dominic Mysterio wasn't too offended. I hope my old protege Murphy wasn't too offended, said Rollins during the live show. Dominic is Ripley's current on-screen partner and has accompanied Mommy in most of her matches. He was also in her corner at Night of Champions when the Eradicator defeated Natalya inside 69 seconds. Meanwhile, Matthews is Ripley's real-life partner. He was previously part of Rollins' faction, and the two men even held the Raw Tag Team Championship. Well, Ospreay recently expressed his desire to face Seth Rollins in a dream match. The two men are quite familiar with each other following their past heated interaction on Twitter. During an interview with Chris Van Vliet, Ospreay stated that Rollins is quite over with the WWE Universe at the moment. He said, I think it's got to be Seth Rollins after the little Twitter thing we've got to, he admitted. It would be fun, and he's so over right now, you see the crowd singing his song and everything, it's mad. Especially from what he was getting when we had our little thing. That was a mixture of bad booking and everything along those lines, but now it's crazy. What did you make of Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley's moment on Raw? Sound off in the comments. Seth Rollins on making history with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins has huge plans for the World Heavyweight Championship after winning it at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Rollins had to go through Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Finn Balor to reach the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. He outlasted AJ Styles in Jeddah to win his first major title since 2019. In an interview with WWE's The Bump, the Visionary opened up about his plans for the World Heavyweight title. He wants to defend it across the globe, whether Raw, SmackDown, or even NXT. I want the competition, Rollins said. I want anybody from any brand. I don't care if it's SmackDown, Raw, NXT. I don't care if it's from anywhere across the globe. I want people to come through that curtain. Rollins further stated that he's going to be ready for anyone, anywhere, anytime. I want them to challenge me, whether it's a shot at the title, whether it's the title itself, whether it's a tag match, six-man, cage match, it doesn't matter to me. I want the fight. I want the excitement. I want to elevate myself and this title along with me. Seth Rollins was the favorite to win the World Heavyweight Championship when it was introduced a couple of months ago. He's been the workhorse for WWE over the past year and will look to continue it despite recent filming commitments for Captain America: New World Order. Roman Reigns' recent milestone has not impressed Seth Rollins, who took a shot at the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Rollins called out Reigns for handpicking his opponents over his 1,000-day reign and revealed he's not going to do the same with the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns handpicks his opponents, Rollins said. You can see it. He's been doing it for years. It's a smart move. It's a smart move if you're only interested in yourself, but I've been interested in myself for a long time. Myself is great, but also myself is fine. I'm going to be fine, so let's open it up. I want everybody coming. They may be on different brands now, but Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are destined to face each other again down the line. Whether it's for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, the World Heavyweight title, or just a singles match, match, they have to run it back at least one more time. Would you like to see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns again in the future, possibly on the grandest stage of them all? Seth Rollins takes a shot at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been the biggest star in WWE for quite some time now. His world title reign recently crossed 1,000 days and he has shifted to a sporadic schedule in recent months. This was brought up by the new world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins as he took a shot at the tribal chief. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns' history goes back over 10 years. Since the architect turned on the Shield, the two superstars have constantly gone back and forth against each other. Their last match came at Royal Rumble 2022 where the Monday Night Messiah emerged victorious, albeit via disqualification. The newly crowned world heavyweight champion appeared on WWE's The Bump. When asked about winning the new title, he said that he was looking forward to being present as a champion, seemingly taking a shot at the head of the table. It has been a long road, it really has. Nearly 4 years since I've held the World Heavyweight Championship, and I said it on Raw a little bit, lots of ups, lots of downs. The audience, they love me, they hate me, they like me, they don't like me. I have loved every second of it. It's been a transformative 4 years. I'm a completely different person than I was the last time I held the World Heavyweight Championship, and this time I've said it, and I'll say it ad nauseum, it really does feel right. He continued, I'm excited to bring the world title back to Raw, a show that has sorely missed a world champion for quite some time. And I plan on defending that title, being present, being the man on Monday nights like I have been, but this time with a title on my shoulder. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have feuded against each other multiple times over the years. Their first televised singles match came on Raw in 2014, with the big dog emerging victorious. At Money in the Bank 2016, Seth Rollins defeated his former Shield counterpart in a world title match to become the new champion. This was their last title match till 2022 when the former Shield members squared off. Roman Reigns came very close to losing the Universal Championship, but a disqualification helped him retain. Are Roman Reigns twins old enough to take revenge on the Usos? Roman Reigns was betrayed by one half of the Usos at Night of Champions 2023. Jimmy Uso snapped and superkicked the tribal chief twice before walking away with his brother, Jey Uso. The crowd at Jeddah Superdome couldn't stop their pops, cheers, and screams when Jimmy turned on Roman Reigns. The hype was even more because the Usos initially arrived to help the tribal chief and Solo Sikoa against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Therefore, no one was expecting them to turn on Reigns. Furthermore, the family holds the highest position within the Samoan culture, and while everyone predicted it, no one believed the Usos would actually turn on family. During such a time, the tribal chief can possibly rely on his remaining family to stand by him. However, that won't be his own children. Not because they don't want to, but because all his kids are young and 4 of them are below the age of 10. The father of 5 has 2 sets of twins born in 2016 and 2020. While it's known that Reigns' first set of twins is boys, he's been extremely private about his second set. The tribal chief has only been pictured with his oldest child. He wants to keep his younger children away from the spotlight for the time being. However, the tribal chief still has the Usos' younger brother, Solo Sikoa. He's been showcased as the superstar who could finally take down the tribal chief, but for now, he remains the enforcer for the head of the table. Unfortunately, as fans know, the stable has crumbled and a rivalry between the Usos and what's left of the Bloodline is definitely in the works. Roman Reigns and the Usos are portrayed as cousins in WWE. However, they're not actually first cousins. It so happens that the Usos' father, Ricochet, is the tribal chief's first cousin. Ricochet's father, Afo Anoa'i, and Reigns' father, Sika Anoa'i, are siblings. Since Ricochet and Reigns are first cousins, the Usos are Reigns' first cousins, but with a difference of 1 generation. In other words, the Usos are Roman Reigns' first cousins once removed. Now, the tribal chief's children and the Usos are first cousins since they're of the same generation. So Ricochet is Reigns' children's first cousin once removed. Roman Reigns to go on a hiatus after the Bloodlines break up. Roman Reigns was betrayed by Jimmy Uso at WWE Night of Champions. A shocking turn of events cost the tribal chief and Solo Sikoa their match against undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Fans might be wondering if Roman is planning on taking a brief hiatus after the shocking implosion of the Bloodline. The answer is a resounding no, as Roman Reigns' WWE schedule is packed till August. The tribal chief will work on televised shows as well as the upcoming Money in the Bank and SummerSlam Premium Live events. According to a report, the July 1st Premium Live event will pit the Bloodline against each other in a massive tag team match. This year's Money in the Bank will be held at the O2 Arena in London. Roman has already been advertised for SummerSlam 2023. Rumor has it that the tribal chief is set to defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the August 5th Premium Live event. The SmackDown star was supposed to feature in a world title program with former Raw Tag Team Champion Randy Orton at SummerSlam 2022, but the Viper's back injury forced WWE to shelve their plans. Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown this week to celebrate 1,000 days as Universal Champion. He hit the incredible milestone at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. However, the career feat coincided with Jimmy Uso's shocking betrayal of his cousin at the jam-packed Jeddah Superdome. WWE's Twitter account recently dropped Roman's schedule for the upcoming live televised shows and premium live events. The 38-year-old will appear on almost all SmackDowns in the build-up to SummerSlam 2023. 2023. Roman posted a reaction to his busy summer schedule with a 6-worded message. The 38-year-old, however, didn't address his shocking loss at Night of Champions. Fans took to Twitter to let Roman know what they thought of his tweet. It remains to be seen as how the storyline will move forward after Roman Reigns returns this Friday on SmackDown. Are you looking forward to the show? Sound off in the comments section below. Jey Uso finally breaks silence after Jimmy Uso's betrayal of Roman Reigns. Jey Uso has sent a 3-word message after his brother Jimmy betrayed Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. In the main event of the recently concluded premium live event, Reigns featured in the main event. He unsuccessfully challenged for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships thanks to Jimmy, who, during the closing stages of the match, hit the Tribal Chief with 2 super kicks. Taking to his Instagram handle, Jey reposted a video of Jimmy's betrayal. He sent a 3-word message in favor of his brother. "My boy snapped," wrote Jey. The Usos are former tag team champions who lost the titles to Zayn and Owens at WrestleMania 39. They even lost the rematch to the newly crowned tag team champions on an episode of SmackDown and were denied a second title shot by the Tribal Chief. Upon his return to the blue brand, Reigns announced that he would be the one to bring back the tag team titles to the Bloodline. Roman Reigns recently completed 1,000 days as the Universal Champion. He won the title 3 years ago and has successfully defended it against top superstars, including former world champion. An LI family member and popular professional wrestler Jacob recently took to social media to send a message to Reigns. The former MLW World Heavyweight Champion acknowledged the head of the table amid his historic achievement. Taking to Instagram, Fatu shared a photo of Reigns with both his world championships and wrote, "1,000 days, no words needed." This coming Friday night on SmackDown, Roman Reigns will host a celebration in honor of reaching 1,000 days as Universal Champion. He previously requested both the Usos to be present for the ceremony. What do you think Jimmy and Jey Uso will have in store for the Bloodline? Sound off in the comment section.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me